Hey, what's up everybody? It's the Crypto Ginger here. Just want to take a quick moment to go over some of the more recent circulating news, and I want to start off with this particular article that was linked by XRP Crypto Wolf, where we see that K-pop music giant SM Entertainment is planning its own cryptocurrency. Now, of course, it's summarized really nicely here again by XRP Crypto Wolf. He does that quite often when he posts any information that's coming out for news or announcements. What we see here is that SM Entertainment, one of South Korea's top 3 K-pop music giants, is planning to build its own blockchain network with a cryptocurrency. This would allow fans to be more engaged with the entertainment ecosystem by investing in an artist's work through crypto. So, very big move here when it comes to, again, what's happening with the entertainment business, more importantly with this company here, SM Entertainment. Now, I'm hoping this loads up very nicely for us, but nonetheless, guys, what we're seeing here is that SM Entertainment is planning its own blockchain and cryptocurrency to make it easier for the engagement of the fans to get into buying their particular products. And of course, I would imagine it's going to be even bigger when it comes to the wide scale of getting more entertainers into the music industry. And of course, this could even spread out to things outside of the music industry. For example, the television industry, or even the sports industry just as well, where we're already seeing that taking place. For example, we saw that the Miami Dolphins were taking on having Litecoin as a way for payment and for different types of customers or fans to go out and buy and support the team via Litecoin. So again, things are happening when it comes to the entertainment business and cryptocurrencies being involved, and this is just another way for that. One of the things I wanted to quickly point out, which is really interesting, is that SM Entertainment is listed on the Korean Stock Exchange and has a market capitalization of roughly $600 million. Now, the unfortunate part about this is the last part of this little paragraph. It says, the firm undertook a management reshuffle recently, and shareholders raised concern about its finances and some of its business decisions. Of course, that right there in turn forced the price of the stock to drop 43% since November. So this move right here, I would think, is just one of those moves to help them at least start building the sales back up again because of this this drop in their particular stock price. And now they're being able to focus on cryptocurrencies a little bit more directly, at least when it comes to creating their own blockchain and their own cryptocurrency. And this might actually increase the value of not only the company itself, but what's going to happen when it comes to merging the entertainment world with cryptocurrencies. So a lot of value with this right here, and my guess is that if this is successful, we might start seeing a lot more entertainment companies creating their own type of blockchain that's more specific directly to them, that might even have their own cryptocurrency directly related to them just as well. So you have that separation between companies in the entertainment industry. So very big moves when it comes to what's happening here, and this is just the very beginning stages of cryptocurrency, guys, and what's happening. So again, nice moves when it comes to the entertainment industry merging into the cryptocurrency space. And again, thank you XRP Crypto Wolf for this bit of information here. And while I'm on it, I want to give another huge shout out to XRP Crypto Wolf and even Patrick Young 604, a huge shout out for the most recent 300 XRP giveaway they had. I'm not exactly sure how I won out of all the people that were part of this giveaway, but I thank you so much, guys. It couldn't have come at a better time. I mean, this is one of those situations where I've definitely been, like everyone else, in a very slumped situation in my life, and so I know it's a very small amount of XRP, but this right here is absolutely amazing to actually have won something like this. So I'm encouraging you all to give XRP Crypto Wolf a follow, give Patrick Young a follow, because those two combined, they like to do these giveaways, and I want to make sure that all of you guys can be a participant in their future giveaways just as well. And XRP Crypto Wolf is just one of the ambassadors for BitTrue Official, so most certainly give his page a follow. Go to his BitTrue Official link and set yourself up with a free BitTrue account, because that's how they would transfer any of the winnings if you're part of their giveaways. So definitely take that approach, guys. And like I said, give XRP Crypto Wolf a follow, and also Patrick Young as well. So thanks again, guys, for that giveaway. A couple of things I want to quickly go over as well. Now, this next bit of information is coming from my man XRP 1000 Bones. Definitely give him a follow. He is also part of the BitTrue Official Ambassador Program, and he's also part of the XRP Zoo on YouTube, which is a bunch of good guys there with a lot of information. Of course, they are most certainly part of the XRP community, and I would definitely suggest giving him a follow just as well. Now, this is an article again coming from CCN, where we see that Coinbase and Ripple muscled out of the top 10 hottest U.S. startups. Now, a quick look into this article here, and what we can see again that Coinbase and Ripple were just a couple of the companies that were in the top 10 out of a list of 50 of the hottest U.S. startups in 2019 to work for, coming from LinkedIn. So, pretty good read here, guys. You can see there's Ripple and, of course, Coinbase right there as far as that list of 50. And then we see here that Robinhood being one of those companies as well. They got number 7 as far as the startup is concerned. But nonetheless, guys, Coinbase and Ripple, guys, two of the biggest names in cryptocurrency, have actually, been looked at and sought after as far as being the hottest companies to work for in 2019. Huge. It just goes to show you what's happening in this cryptocurrency space, and more importantly, what's happening for these bigger name companies such as Coinbase and Ripple. So, very big move there. Of course, a couple of really exciting news I wanted to go over just as well. This is a little bit of small news, but when you look at it on a grand scope, it is actually pretty big news. So, very exciting. I want to quickly go over that as well. Alright, so this next tweet right here is very interesting, of course. This is coming from KingBlue_XRP. Definitely give him a follow. What we see here is that he hasn't posted since 2018, and the Ripple network sure has grown. What he's looking at here is coming from Google.com, where we see the RippleNet map network here. So, really quickly, guys, if you click on this right here, it's very entertaining because you can actually go through and see all of the listed areas, companies all across the globe that are affiliated with Ripple in some form or fashion. Now, what we'll do is we'll collapse this right here, this map legend, so we can open this up even broader. But as you can see, North America with the United States, and of course, look at all those companies, banks, financial institutions, educational facilities that are all dealing with Ripple in some form or fashion. You can just kind of click on each one of these and it just lets you know what this is actually highlighted. But like I said, majority of all these companies here, if not every single one of them, are all affiliated with the Ripple network. So very big move when it comes to this particular map here, kind of exposing to everyone on a very large scale how big Ripple is when it comes to their reach. Guys, this is absolutely huge. So something to take in consideration, guys. Like I said, it kind of highlights all of the companies here on the left hand side to show you what company is, regardless of what you click on. So get yourself educated on this particular Google map here, and like I said, with what we're seeing here, this is only going to grow exponentially, and of course this is just going to show you how widespread Ripple really can get. So thank you for that information there, King Blue, and of course, like I said, everybody go check out the RippleNet map for sure. I'll leave a link in the description below. Now, this next bit of information isn't necessarily for everyone, but if you are someone who has a good stash of cryptocurrencies that you wouldn't mind collateralizing for a loan, for example, for fiat, then this might be right up your alley here. But what we're seeing is that a new debit card launched by Ripple-backed Nexo lets users use crypto without spending it, of course. Again, this all has to do with collateralizing your current crypto to get a loan with things such as fiat cryptocurrencies. So again, what we're seeing here is that this affiliation between Ripple and Nexo, because this is a Ripple-backed type of program and startup. Nexo has a debit card which allows users to make payments via cryptocurrencies without actually spending it. The MasterCard-powered debit card helps users get real-time crypto loans by putting the tokens as collateral. The concept is both unique and looks extremely usable at face. So we'll really have to see how this particular type of startup works out for Nexo and Ripple. But nonetheless, if you are someone with a good amount of collateral that you could put to the side for a loan, this might be, like I said, right up your alley there. So definitely a decent move when it comes to seeing more expansion in the cryptocurrency sphere. And of course, with Ripple, being part of this particular organization and this startup, this actually could lend itself to be a very good startup program, again, for those who have a pretty good amount of collateral they can put to the side for any type of loan they might need. And of course, when you're dealing with XRP, anything powered by XRP, it's going to be absolutely fast. So keep all that in mind, guys. Like I said, it might not be for everyone, but definitely a good move in the cryptocurrency sphere. One last thing I want to quickly go over as well. Now, this last bit of information is coming from Stewart XRP, who is definitely someone I would highly suggest following in the XRP community on Twitter. And of course, I have seen other content creators talking about this, but this is something that I would say is unanimously a lot of information for anyone that is looking at XRP as a form of a digital asset they want to take on, and especially if they have an interest in Ripple, the company, because this right here is dealing with the adoption, consideration, and tactics for Ripple, the company, and what they're trying to do not only for the company, but also what I would gather is for the XRP digital asset. Now, this is actually information coming from Marcus Treacher, who is actually the global head of strategic accounts at Ripple, and this is coming from what sounds to be a recording back from November 14th of 2017. So yes, it is dated, but it still absolutely means everything when it comes to what Ripple's trying to do even today. So what we can see out of this adoption, consideration, and tactics is basically a chart of what looks to be 4 different means of their considerations and their tactics here. Number 1 is the use case validation. Number 2 is the regulatory clarity. 3 is creating market liquidity. And of course, the last one is adoption. And you can see that there's little subsets within these little categories as well. I think we've really kind of approached quite a bit of these here. I know that for the most part, we are all waiting for some sort of variance of regulatory clarity coming from Ripple, coming from the SEC, when it comes to what they're going to deem XRP, the digital asset. That's definitely huge. So we might be stuck in that particular limbo there, but I can definitely say that we are seeing Ripple still creating market liquidity as far as they can when it comes to getting themselves on different types of exchanges here, as you can see with that number 3, creating market liquidity. And the last thing I want to make sure we're emphasizing on is the approach that Ripple's trying to get, and that's the adoption phase for the digital asset XRP. And what we can see is that this right here is going to allow for the on-demand interbank liquidity. It's going to enable access to fiat currencies. More importantly, it's going to expand the payment reach and improving capital efficiency. So guys, very big moves when it comes to what Ripple's trying to do, and I would imagine that regulatory clarity is one of those hindrances right now that once it's out of the way and the SEC comes out to the public and finally deems that XRP and other digital assets that are like XRP are not being considered a security, that's when things are going to take off for not only XRP, but for Ripple, the company, just as well. And imagine what's going to happen when it comes to the public in this cryptocurrency space here, especially all of those Bitcoin maximalists who have a lot of things as far as FUD is concerned and negative talking points about XRP. Imagine what it's going to be like when the day comes that SEC says, hey, guess what? All of you guys who were naysayers, XRP is not a security. Do what you want now. It's going to turn into a little bit of mayhem at first, at least from what I can probably speculate when it comes to this cryptocurrency space here on Twitter. And things are just going to blow up for sure. And those who are part of the XRP community who have been invested for quite some time will at least have a sense of clarity and at least a way to feel at ease, if you will. And that's going to be a very good day. Definitely a good day for sure. But outside of that, guys, you can see that Ripple is nonstop. They are most certainly working for that main goal, which is, again, adoption. And I'm hoping that you guys are all on the same page with me when it comes to this right here, what Ripple's trying to do. So let me know what you guys think about this information, guys. I know it's quite a bit crammed into one video, but when it comes to all those people that I talk about in the cryptocurrency community, especially the XRP community, and I ask you to go follow them, please definitely give them a follow because they are a wealth of knowledge just like everybody else. They just tend to be more outspoken when it comes to posting things on a regular basis, especially XRP Crypto Wolf. And if you want to be updated on a lot of the news, what's happening on a circulated time frame with this news and all of these announcements, because again, it can be overwhelming. You want to follow certain people who are adamant about posting this information quite regularly. So definitely give these guys a follow. And once again, thank you for being part of this channel, guys. If you are new to this channel, please hit the like and subscribe button. If you like this content, and of course, hit that little notification bell to be alerted for any future videos. Outside of that, thanks again for watching, guys, and Have a good day. Bye-bye.